Downton, filled with a number of attractive medieval thatched cottages with a large green, is located on the edge of the New Forest, just on the border between Wiltshire and Hampshire. The River Avon has been an important feature of the village for hundreds of years to power the mill industry. It's an ancient settlement dating back to the time of the Normans and the Saxon eras. It was frequented by King Henry II and King John, but is now just a sleepy village. So come with us as we discover this idyllic English village. Most of the cottages date back to medieval times, but there has been a settlement here since the 12th century, and the area has been inhabited since Roman times. Downton used to be a town with a large population, but in the early 19th century cholera struck the parish, causing a reduction of the population. Then the town fell on hard times during an economic depression, and many inhabitants were out of work, and there was very much poverty. Many people immigrated to the Americas for better times, which caused the town to shrink to the size of the village it is now. Downton is a village with a lot of industrial history. There are up to 7 watermills, according to the Domesday records, and then they got gradually merged and reduced in number. One of the mills was used as a paper mill, and the others as a flour, corn and grist mill, and then in the early 20th century an electricity mill. There's been a tannery in Downton for hundreds of years since 1215, using a diversion of the river to power the machinery. The tannery closed in 1998 and was converted into modern flats, ending the legacy of the industry in the village. In the centre of the village, the Church of St. Lawrence dates back to 1150, and then was restored in the 17th century. The church is rather large for the size of the village, reflecting that Downton used to be a town. And there was also no churches in the nearby villages, so this was the only church for the whole area. Near the village is an area called the Moot, with some circular earthworks. The exact origins of the special area is unknown, but there is the possibility it may have been a defended site or a meeting place in Saxon times. Then later it was probably the earthworks for a Norman motte and bailey castle in the 12th century. Even later in the centuries, the site was part of landscape gardens for Moot House in the 18th century, and the mound was altered to create a form of amphitheatre used to perform Shakespeare's plays. Downton is a delightful village with a beautiful, idyllic English thatched cottages, a lovely church, village green, and a wealth of history. We hope you've enjoyed coming with us on this visit to Downton, and we'll see you soon on a future video.